Hello everybody! Oh, Mikey dirty glasses. Ooh. Take two. Hello everybody and welcome to day 2 of 5 ways in 5 days towards helping your self-development, because we are all on this journey together, whether we like it or not, whether you're only starting or whether you're midway through, whether you're on the verge of a breakthrough or whether you're completely in the dark and you don't think that you need this work. I'm gonna pray for you because you need this the most. So keep watching. Thank you so much for your lovely comments on yesterday's video. A lot of people were telling me then their, I suppose their own personal situation and different things about like, God, yeah, this has happened to me and that's happened to me and this is going on in work and then that. This is work that everyone needs to do. So we all have different stuff going on for us and different traumas and different stuff that needs to be dealt with. And it's up to us individually to deal with that personal stuff, like. So then we're not going out and putting that on other people, right? There is something that is happening that's chaotic in your life, or you're in a negative situation, or it's manifesting itself in, like, you know, a negative relationship, a negative workspace, you know, a negative home situation. I would ask you, what are you putting out there for that to be coming back at you that way? So, and this is probably where the kind of maybe tough love comes in, but I would be saying, don't necessarily be throwing logs on your victim fire. Look at the fires that you're starting yourself. Like, a lot of the reason, the main reason that I undertook this work and have been doing it for a number of years is because there was stuff that I was doing that was just so against my natural character. I was like, it's like, and I, hands up, like, I have done stuff or have maybe said stuff that I'm like, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I done that. That's not who I am. And then I'd be crying, wondering why this is happening to me over here. So as much as I would totally be respectful of people's situation and totally sympathetic, I would also say, well, you know, maybe don't look at what exactly is coming at you. Ask where you're putting that out for it to be coming back to you, if that makes sense. So that's all I want to say about that, and now we can swiftly move on. Nowness and presence. So all about in the now, being here, being present, being in the moment. We hear it on the Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan. He was constantly talking about being in the moment. He was saying to his teammates to be present and be in the moment. And for someone, because I know a couple of years ago, I didn't even know what that meant, like, whereas now I do. He says, why would I worry about a shot I haven't taken yet? So obviously in his basketball lingo, that for me, I was like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly it. Nowness and presence. First of all, actually, I want to tell you all, sorry, this is battered, this book, because I just love it. It's like my book. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This and his book, A New Earth, are definitely books that you just need to get. Like, I've like looked loads of notes and all in the margins. I'm like, oh my God, every time I read it. What he's talking about is be in the moment, because that's all we actually have. We don't have any other moment. We don't have a future moment, and we don't have a past moment, because it's happened, it's been and gone, and the future hasn't happened yet. How you can actually be in the now and be in the present moment would be, obviously, first of all, we asked yesterday, main thing, are you safe? If you're in a safe space, someone's not robbing your gaff or whatever, you can practice being present and being in the now. So how I do it, right, and this sounds mental, but I don't care. So for me, starting off, I always talked to myself about what I was doing. I mean, every single little detail. I'm walking over to the kitchen sink, I'm putting the water in the kettle. I'm walking over to put the kettle on the boil. Kettle's boiling. I'm getting the teacup from the press. I'm taking the tea bag, putting it in, or the coffee. I'm sitting here and I'm writing, you know, the shopping list. I was about to say grocery list. I was just talking to my American friends, that's why. Cutting the potatoes for the dinner. You're mixing the salad. You're mixing the dressing. Talk yourself through everything. Literally talk yourself. That's my tip for you today, and something you can try do today. How that kind of escalates on a bigger scale, then you're not thinking about the future and you're not thinking about the past, right? You're not bringing up things for the past, and you're not bringing up what might happen in the future. And why that is, okay, and this is where it kind of gets maybe a bit, what if I told you that there was an absolute negative entity, a negative vibration, a negative spirit, a negative universe. I'm just trying to put all different words on it because I know people love labels and sometimes that can help. But just like there was this negative vibration, this negative source, right, being fed into you, telling you things and giving you an identity. You're worthless, you're not good enough, he doesn't like you, she won't write back to you, don't talk to her, she's judging me, he's judging me. Give advice. Sure, look at all the stuff I've done in my past. I'm too much of a bad person, I can't change. All these things definitely sounds familiar to me because I've said this, I've heard this. But the thing is, this is being said and being done from a negative space and this negative universe. And what that is, bum bum bum, is called your ego. My simplest way to explain is, think of a negative thought that you've had today, because there's a good chance you've had one. Think of a negative thought that you've had today. That's your ego. Something that came into you that told you that you were great because you did something. That's your ego. Give you all these labels, right? So therefore, if a label is sticking to you, oh my God, I'm amazing, I'm so good at doing that job, right? And you're wearing that little label and you're wearing that sticker and you're so proud of yourself. You also have to take the label and the sticker that tells you that you're worthless, that you're not good enough, that you could never do this, that you could never do that. You have to wear both of them labels. So what I would say, isn't it easier to take off both labels and just be in the now? Just be in the now. Pouring your hot water into your cup, putting your tea bag in, or if you're mental, actually people that pour the water and the milk in first and then their tea bag, like what is wrong with you? But that's another video. Sounds mad. Of course it does. Everything we're gonna think is mad until you lean in and try it. So that's what I would definitely talk about today. Your ego is the label that tells you you're not good enough and the label that tells you that you are the best in the world. So I would say to you, strip yourself of all them labels, because if you're willing to take the good, you have to take the bad. Instead, just be in the present moment, be who you are, be what you're doing, take joy in what you're doing. You might not want to cut these carrots, but you're going to cut these carrots. Grand, do you know what I mean? Do it, put joy into it, put energy, bring out that joy. And that energy, that's what's going to start coming back to you. And I'll even use this as a little example. A big thing for me would have saying to myself, okay, oh God, like I could never give this advice to anyone because look at all this shit I've done. But then I was like, well, yeah, I was doing all this shit was happening or whatever because I was putting out, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. That's not good enough. Oh, look at the state of that. Oh my God. Whereas it's like, no, when I started to flip that and I started to be like, just loving everything that everyone was doing and everything was positive and all them negative entities just slipped away and it just didn't happen. So it was just passing and I was just in the moment. I was just being me and who I was created to be. Because just remember, and anyone I think that has lost someone or lost something instantly knows that things can be taken away from you automatically, so therefore them labels can be taken away from you, and therefore that identity is taken away from you. So when you don't have that identity anymore, who are you? You have to be someone. So who do you want to be?